Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in past two videos, we have seen how to create the complete Spatie user roles and permission CRUD operation management from scratch. Okay. So now guys, in this video, we will be seeing how to use these roles and permission to manage and protect the routes in our Laravel application. Okay. So let me just underline here. So manage and protect the routes in the Laravel application. So basically protecting route means when a user is trying to access certain route which does not have permission, then we will not allow the user to access that route or page. Okay. So guys, let's see with the example, like if the user role is staff, he cannot delete the product, but he can only create and update the product. He does not have permission to delete the product. Okay, so now guys, let's get started with protecting the routes and how to use this roles and permission in our application. So guys, here you see right now I'm not logged in, but I am able to access this roles and permission data. So guys, let us make this first authenticated. So for that, let's get back. So now guys, these are the routes which we have to protect. I mean protect, and also we need to check whether it is authenticated or not. So guys, let us get back and let me little zoom it. So first step, we'll create a route group, route colon colon group function. Inside this, just create an array and give comma and write the function open and close curly brace. Okay, and now guys, you can push this complete route inside this group function, group route. Okay, so now guys, what we are going to do, we are going to use a middleware here, like just add middleware middleware and give, just use in this format like arrow function and then mention that auth. So okay, so now guys, if you're logged in only, then you can access this route. So let's get back and refresh now on this roles. So here you see you are redirected to login page. So guys, let me log in. Let me just show you, like I have already created some user records like super admin and normal admin. So now guys, let us log in as a super admin first and enter the password. Cool, logged in now, and you are able to access this roles permission and user data. Okay, and and guys, I just want to show that if I'm logged in or not in this navbar. So it's a simple code guys, I have already created that. Let me just go to my app web layout, and here I have just commented that. Let me uncomment it. Okay, so here is a normal guest and with the login and register, and this is the else part of that guest. Now save, and if you refresh here, so you see that super admin has logged in. Okay, so now let's continue. Let me close this file. Okay, so yep, now refresh. So guys, you're logged in and you are able to see all the roles and permission data. So now guys, let us see how we can protect the routes and who can access this roles data and the permissions data, like who can create this permission, who can edit and delete all the permission based on these roles. Okay, so right now as you see that super admin has logged in and his roles are super admin and normal admin, so he is available for both the roles. So let me go to this super admin role. Let's move inside the role, and here is my role as super admin. Let's edit the permission for this role. So here you see this super admin can do all these permissions. Okay, now get back and let's see with the admin role. So in this admin, you see that admin can create the role, view the role, update the role, but not delete the role. Okay, he cannot delete a role. Same with the permission also. Here he cannot update the permission or delete the permission. Okay, so guys, if you want to give option like he admin cannot update also, so we can just update that and he will be not able to update that role. So now you can get back. Okay, so guys, these roles are given to particular user. So as you see, this admin can have the role of admin and staff. Okay, so now guys, let's get started with protecting the routes. Okay, so guys, let's get back to our editor. So now guys, in this middleware, we have to mention like if logged in user role is super admin or admin, he can access this route. Okay, so now guys, let's get back to our documentation on Spatie and let's move on this basic usage. We have a using a middleware here. So let's click on it. So guys, here we see first it starts with the default middleware. So what is this default middleware? So Laravel gives authorized class to check for the permissions. So basically that is like using a can here. It only checks for the permission, not for the roles. As you see, for checking against a single permission. So now guys, here is the package middleware, which we can use this roles and permission or role or permission. So let's copy this completely, copy, and we have to put in the middleware aliases in your kernel.php file. So let's move and go to your app http and kernel.php, and inside this let's paste it. That's it, done. And now you will be able to access this role permission inside your middleware, that is route group middleware. Okay, so yep guys, and now let's move to the documentation and here middleware via routes. So guys, here you see they have given some examples like you can use the role and your role name. So let us use in this format itself. Now let's copy it, get back, and here you have a single. Let me give an array and give comma and paste that role. Okay, in the single quotes. So coming back to our data here, we don't have any manager. So let me copy this super admin and paste here. And guys, let me just remove this because in the roles and permission, the authentication is checked. So yep, let's get back and refresh. So here you see you are able to access the roles part because the role, the logged in user role is super admin. So let me just show you in incognito mode. Let's go to roles and here you see like user is not logged in, and let me just log in and show you with the admin credentials. So admin at gmail.com. So I have already thought about the what role he has, and for that role what permissions I have given for the admin. So now let's log in. Okay, so let's move on the roles. Cool. So guys, here you have got the message like user does not have the right role. Okay, so he doesn't have this particular logged in user doesn't have the role for that. Okay, so if you try to access permissions or users anything, you doesn't have a right role. Okay, and the same thing if you are a super admin, then you will be able to access the roles. Okay, so guys, now what I want to do, I want to give the permission for super admin and also admin. So here you see we are not able to access this the roles or permissions page. Now I want to tell in this middleware like in this role super admin or admin. So use this pipe symbol. That's it. Enough. Get back, refresh. Cool. So guys, here you see the logged in admin user is able to access the roles and permissions pages, because we have said that in this like super admin or normal admin can be able to access this page, so he is able to access. Perfect. Okay, so now guys, coming back in detail like setting the permissions. So let me come here and let me show you in this role super admin. Let me edit the role permission. So if the role is super admin, and he can delete the role. Okay, so logged in user is super admin, and if he wants to delete a role, he will be able to delete it. But what in case of normal admin role? So here in this admin role we have the permission like he cannot delete or update the role. Okay, so now guys, let us set this condition in our web route. So this is the route guys which goes to the destroy function to delete that particular role. So now guys, let us give a permission that only user who has permission to delete the role he only can delete. So it's a very simple way, guys. Just you have to add a middleware here, like middleware, and inside a single quotes, just check for the permission. Okay, so let me just break it so it will be like visible, and let me zoom it. So here in this permission colon, like delete role, so exactly paste the same string value, I mean the name of that role. Okay, so I'm using this delete role. Let's copy this and paste here. So guys, this permission is nothing but you will be finding in your kernel.php, and this is the value, guys. Okay, so you're copying this and you are accessing here. Okay, so now guys, let me show you with the demo. So yep, on this super admin role, he can delete it. Okay, we have checked it. But if the logged in user is admin role, then he will not be able to delete it. So guys, right now I have logged in as a super admin, and let me show you the here in my incognito mode, I have logged in as a normal admin. So now if we try to delete any role, so let me click here delete, and you see that user does not have the right permissions to delete this role data. Okay, so if you are a super admin, he can delete the role. So let me just show you, and dummy role data, I'll create it. So here is my dummy role, and now let me just show you with the admin once again. So here I delete here, like yes, I don't have permission. The admin doesn't have the permission to delete a role. But if you're a super admin, you'll be able to delete it. So let me just delete and show you. Click to delete. Cool. So you see that role deleted successfully. So guys, I have shown you like how to protect your route using roles and permission. Okay, so you can set each permissions for particular routes. So now guys, coming back to this resource routes. So here, what in case of this resource route, how can you add a middleware here? So for this, we have another solution. Let me just show you in the documentation. So we move below, and here you see middleware with controller. So just use this in your construct method, use your middleware. So as simple, now you can get back, and this is my resource route, and now I will comment this middleware for delete role and get to the role controller. So let's move, and let's create a function. So public function underscore underscore construct, open and close curly brace. And now guys, use $this of middleware function, and the same permission what you have written here, you can copy this and give here. And now let me just show you what happens directly if you give this permission of delete role. So yep, let's get back, and here you see we are on the roles page. Refresh, it doesn't happen anything. Now get back to your admin logged in. So refresh, here you see you do not have a right permission, but the permission is about the deleting part. Like here we have given permission who has delete role, then you should only work for this delete function. Where is the delete function? Okay, here. So this should work for the destroy function. So let's get back, and now guys, to achieve that you have to mention in this, you have to give comma and create an array, and inside that you say that only to those functions. Okay, so mention in an array and tell that is my destroy function. So what it is, let me move below, and here is the destroy function. Let's copy this and paste here. So now this permission delete role will work for only this function, destroy function. So let's get back to the admin login here, refresh. So here you see it works fine now. Okay, so now guys, if you delete, so it shows like you don't have a right permission. Instead, I have used that middleware permission in the construct method in your controller part. Okay, not on your routes, web route here. So guys, we have learned how to use this middleware in the route and also middleware in the controller. So same way guys, you can just copy and paste and assign for like update role for that particular update function, and also on edit function. Okay, so we have two functions now. on the update function, on the edit function, both it should work for the update role. So let me just show you the permissions for this. So role admin, let's see the permission. You don't have permission to update the role. So let's get back and go to your role. So refresh. So I am a admin user here, and let's click on edit the role. So let's click here edit. So you see that you do not have permission, right permission to edit and update the role. Okay, so now we can get back. So if you check the same thing about editing the role with the logged in user as super admin, so which has a super admin role. So now if you try to edit here, cool, so you see that we are able to edit the role. Okay, so this is how we can utilize multiple functions for particular role. Okay, and also guys, if you want to check like role also, so with this permission I want to check the role, you can just get back to your documentation, and here you see like role manager and its permission. So same way you can use like super admin or staff manager. It depends on your requirement. Okay, so now guys, let's get back to our editor. So guys, now let us give the rest permissions also. As we see, like we have here about create role and also view role. So who has permission, they can only create and view the role. So as simple, let's tell create role and the view role. So view role will go on the index, and let's remove this. And if you have a show function, so you can add that show also. Okay, so I don't have a show function here, so I'll remove it. And on the create role permission, I will copy this create and store method. So let's paste here create and store method. Okay, so this is how you set your permissions for your resource routes. So I have used this resource route. Cool. So now guys, let me just remove this. And so now guys, we have not given the permission for this route. Like you can give permission and update the permission. So let us use that same functions here. So on this create role, you can use the same functions like add permission and give permission function. So let me just add that also here. Just give comma and mention that function name. You can add also, and you can give function, give permission to role function. Okay, so yep, so you are completely set up with the permissions. So same way guys, you can copy this and create for your permission controller also. So on this permission controller, let me paste it, and let's remove the unwanted functions, so which you don't have in permission. And here, so let me paste it permission, let's copy this and just control D and paste it. Okay, so these are the permission names. So if you have any doubts, just go to your permissions and find that exact name. Okay, so you just need to copy that and paste in your permission controller. Cool. So now guys, same with your user task also. So let me copy this and go to the user controller, so what we have created. So if you don't find this role controller, permission controller and user controller, please watch out the video part 1, so you'll find everything and understand how all this created it. Okay, so now yep, let's change the permission. So let me just show you what is the permission here. So I have not created the user permissions, so let me just add the permission like create user, permission to create user. Okay, so here you see create user permission is added. Let me add the view user, hit enter, saved. Let's again add with new permission here like update user, and finally the delete user. Okay, so delete user, let's save, done. So here you see we have created the permissions for create user, view user, update user and delete user. Go to your roles, and this super admin should be able to create the user, view the user, update the user and also delete the user. Let's update it. So now the super admin role have the permission for doing this. And now for the role admin, let's edit, and he can create the user, view the user, but not update and delete. Okay, so let's update here. Done. Now get back. So get to your controller. On your user controller, we can update it like, yep, view user, create user, update user, delete user. Okay, and these are the functions it's reaching to it. So let me show the functions also. Yep, and done. Okay, so all set. And now guys, let me just show you with the logged in user as admin. So he should be able to view the user, he should be able to create the user, but not edit the user and not delete the user. Okay, cool. So guys, we have seen about how to handle the permissions in our controller. So now guys, let us go to web.php, and I want to tell you one more thing. Like in this middleware, we are telling we have a role of super admin and admin. So instead of using this, I want to use my custom middleware. So guys, I have already made a video on this middleware, how to create a middleware, how to use the middleware in Laravel. Okay, so video link is given in the description. So now guys, let me just show you the middleware what I have created. Let's go to app http. I think it's not visible, so let me zoom it. And okay, so yep, let's go to app http, and you need to move in middleware, and here we have created one admin middleware. Okay, so here I'm just checking with the static role, that is admin or user. So let me just comment out, and instead of using this static way, let us use our roles and permissions what we are using in this web.php. Okay, so now guys, first step, make sure your admin middleware is registered. So if you don't know how to create this middleware, please watch out the video link given in the description. And now guys, let us check what is this admin middleware named registered with. So you have to go in your kernel.php, and inside that you have to find that admin middleware class. So guys, you see that here I have added the admin middleware class which is existing here, and this key name I have given as is admin. Okay, so now let us copy this is admin and get back to your web.php. Okay, so now let me paste here, and so for the reference, let me comment and keep. And now let us just control X and remove everything and just use is admin. Okay, so done. And now guys, in this is admin middleware, we will give the condition like here what you have given. So guys, let's get back to our admin middleware, and here write the logic. So now guys, let me create a variable called user, and you have to just check whether the user authenticated data. So yep, so the authenticated user data is assigned here in this variable user, and it has a object of data. Okay, so now in this if condition, you have to check whether it has a role or not. So has role function. So please check whether this is correct or not inside your documentation. So you can just find that in the blade directives or using permissions via role. So just go here using permissions via role. Okay, and you can just use control F and find that. Perfect. So here you see checking roles has role of this, and you can use in this format also, like using array format for multiple. So let us copy this and get back. So now inside this if condition, let's use it, and here we have to specify what role we are expecting for. So as we have given in the web.php, that is super admin and admin. Okay, so mention that here. Let's remove this pipe symbol and separate them. Okay, so role will be super admin and admin, and here we see a warning guys like undefined method has role IntelliFence. Okay, so it's just a simple warning guys. You can fix this using like at var, where it comes to the app folder, then models folder, and it goes to the user model. Okay, that's it, and here you see it's fixed. So now guys, whatever you get here, like if the request is correct, then process him to continue with it. So you can just remove this, it's not required. So now guys, let us see it works or not. So you can just get back. So yep, Let me refresh. Okay, so super admin is able to access the roles permission, and let us move with the normal admin. So refresh, he's able to access the roles. Now guys, I just want to make sure if I don't give the role admin, who should be able to view this. So let us test that also. So in this middleware is admin middleware. Let's go and just remove this admin role. So I have just removed the admin role. Only super admin should be able to access. Yep, let's go. Okay, so here is a super admin. Refresh. Yep, he's able to access. And now here is a normal admin. Let's refresh. He's not able to access and it's still like forbidden. So this is about 403 forbidden. Let me just show you. So inside our middleware, so if the authenticated user role does not have super admin, he should be aborted on this 403. And just give comma guys, and you can mention like user does not have correct role. Okay, now let's save it and you will be able to see that message. Okay, so let me just add that role as admin and he should be also able to access the roles and permission. Perfect, done. So now guys, let us learn blade directives in this roles and permission. So basically what blade directive means, like if the authenticated user doesn't have permission to edit or delete it, so in that case I have to hide these buttons. So we can use that using blade directives. So let me just show you in the documentation. Let's go to our documentation. Okay, and in this basic usage we have the blade directives here. Let's click on it. Okay, let's move below and here you see guys that can and end can. So this can is used for only permissions, and if you want to use for roles also you can use like this. Okay, if role is super admin then show that, and also you see here has role, so it is exactly same as role and has role, so both works the same. And now guys, if you want to use in any controller part or in the blade file, you can also use in this way. So now guys, we are concentrating on how to use that in a blade file. Let us go on the top and we need to use this itself. So let me copy this and go back to our files. So let me close everything and just go to your folders of your blade files. So this is my role folder and inside this we have an index blade file. Let me little unzoom and yep. And this is my edit and delete button. So on this edit can and here at end can. Okay. And here mention your permission. He should have the permission of update role. So make sure you are pasting it correct. Let me show in the permissions. We have a update role permission and paste that. Okay, so same way guys, you have to check with the delete also. Let me copy and paste here and mention delete role. Let's save and get back and go to your roles URL and you'll see you are able to see the edit and delete button because the logged in user is super admin. So now let us see with the normal admin. So here I refresh on the roles page. So you see that you don't find the edit and delete option for the normal admin. So in case if you give the permission to edit the data, so let me just give the permission. So to this role, I give a permission, update role permission. So for this role admin, I give update role. Let's update here. Okay, updated. Now you can get back and let's move to the admin here. Now refresh. Cool. So you see that now admin has the permission to edit and update the data. So his buttons are visible. Perfect. So same way guys, you have to paste everywhere in your blade file wherever you are using to show for edit and update the data. Okay. So same way, just go to your permissions and inside the permission you have a edit and delete button. So you can utilize that. Okay, can update permission and end can. Let me copy and paste end can, and here he can delete permission. So admin doesn't have the permission to delete. So if you view here, he doesn't have edit and update. Okay, so same with the user part also, you have to hide it. So now get back. Let me just use the same logic in the user blade file. Just use this can and end can. Yep, let's paste here and again add it. So here will be user. So permission, I mean delete user. Now get back, go to users tab, and this is a super admin, so he have the access. Now if you go on the admin user, so it doesn't have the action. Okay, and guys, I just want to teach you one more thing about the role, what we are seeing in this documentation. Let me just show you. So this is the roles, blade and roles. So you can use this role part also. Yep, let's get back to the, so this is my role index blade. Okay, role index blade, and instead of this can and n can, I want to use a role. Okay, so at a role function, and inside this you can mention super hyphen admin, and now end role. So yep, now this is a logged in user super admin, so he should be able to see the edit button. Now if you go to your normal admin, go to the roles, you see that you doesn't see that edit button because this normal admin is a admin role, not the super admin. Let me close this, and yep. So guys, we have successfully completed with the Laravel 10 roles and permission tutorial using the Spatie package. Okay. So guys, in this video, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.